have on the agenda, under item A on the new business, we have resolution number 25-29. A resolution of the mayor and city commission of the city of Florida, renaming Northwest 1st Avenue from Lucy Street to Northwest 14th Street as Lovey Clayton Street, authorizing the city staff to allocate and do whatever is necessary to effectuate the same and providing for an effective date. To get this matter done officially, if it be the commission's desire, I would like to entertain a motion at this time. We have a motion by Commissioner Thompson and a second by Vice Mayor Butler that the foregoing street be named after Lovey Clayton. And so the motion is we have to read it first. Okay, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? Without opposition, that motion is carried. Ms. Evelyn?
The resolution of the mayor and city commission of the city of Florida, renaming Northwest 1st Avenue from Lucy Street to Northwest 14th Street as Lovey Clayton Street, authorizing the city staff to allocate and to do whatever is necessary to effectuate the same, providing for an effective date and all other purposes.
I'd like to say that this particular recommendation again came from Florida City's own sister circle that recommended these great and outstanding men have these streets named after them. Regarding Lovey Clayton, I gotta say this, I may be the mayor of Florida City, but Lovey Clayton is the mayor of Cuban Village. And he always has been. Northwest 1st Avenue, Lovey saw that street was taken care of. He was a father to a bunch of young men who didn't have a father. He would put them in check. He would make sure they went to school. He did a lot of things that somebody just living on the street would never do. And Florida City's been blessed that you came our way. I checked the other day, when you're old like me, you have to check sometime. And I tried to check when Lovey Clayton became the chairman of our zoning board. And we went back into the records and found out that I appointed you to the zoning board 26 years ago. My hair wasn't even gray then. And I can tell you this, Lovey, you've done a wonderful job. People don't know, but the zoning board is very important in the development of the city, because everything that we do first goes to the zoning board in terms of development. And they have public hearings where the people come in and they make recommendations to the commission. We've been blessed, Lovey, for your service. You have already taken a lot of the hard shots and complaints at your level, and by the time they get to us, you've worn them out. So we'd like to thank you for what you've done, and one of the things I appreciate your military service. The one thing, Mr. Carricott, that I could never understand about Lovey, he was a paratrooper. I don't know how many times, but he jumped out of perfectly good airplanes with nothing wrong with him. And your mayor was never that brave. So I'd like to thank you for your military service. I'd like to thank you for your service to the community on the zoning board. And I'd like to thank the sister circle for having the wisdom to recommend you for this great honor. I salute you, my friend, and let's see what the other commissioners have. Anybody?
Felicia Clayton?
Yes.
The commissioners first. Okay. Any of the commissioners have anything to say?
I'm going to speak. Mr. Clayton, as I said earlier to you, you have done so much for the community. As a person, I would personally like to say to you, thank you. Between you and your brother David was a big impact, and not just my life, but many others. You all worked as a team. When most people will say it's hard to find family members that can come together and make anything happen, you all work daily together. While you handled the office, he handled the outside work. And you both did exceptionally well. I would say to you personally, I'm very proud of you. Thank you so much for being a beacon. Thank you so much for helping the young men in the community, as well as the ladies. You are something special, and I appreciate you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, I like that from the
Commissioner Gold.
when I was about 14 and 15 years old. Some Saturday mornings, son of Clayton used to have me, Bernard, and Johnny McIntyre to go cut yards in Key Largo and City of Coral Gables. But back then, Mr. Love was so cheap. He paid me peanuts to get up early that morning to go cut yard for nothing. Now I'd like to say thank you for everything you done did for the city of Florida City. Appreciate you, bro.
There's a beginning everywhere. And Mr. Clayton beginning started with Mr. Fletcher, Miss Bernita. That's how long I've known them. Great people, great family. I had the opportunity to learn of them, to be around them.
Always well.
When they here? Yes. Good to see you. I promise y'all will take it
Good evening. My name is Willie Carpenter. See the community, all the different middle makeup men, and I'm sure that Lovey has touched them in some type of way over his last 50 plus years in the fraternity. I've known Lovey for 60 years. I've surpassed him, some type of way. He's gotten younger, I've gotten older. But he's been a mentor of mine. Not only a mentor, but I was his banker for the last 42 years of taking care of his money. Let me repeat that again. I'm taking care of his, I love you to be tight. taking care of his monies, but I've always admired him from a distance. From elementary school, I wanted to be like the Claytons. Him and David, George, they always strive to be the absolute best. From moving from a small 2-bedroom apartment in South Florida City to over the Cuban Village. And at that time, there wasn't a whole lot of black people living over there. But Lovey was there. But as I said, from the distance, I've always admired him. He didn't know, but I wanted to be like him. He gave me my first summer job in working for Chevron at that time, stacking shelves. Okay? And he would come around, and I had to exactly the way that he wanted them. Not this way, not that way, exactly the way that he wanted it. And he's also my traveling buddy. We travel the world. Literally the world. So we couldn't be more proud of Lovey and the streets that's been named after him and the chief. We're very proud of you. Thank you for what you've done for me. There have been some dark times coming to the bank, and I was pick up the phone and call, and he said, "Don't give up." He said, keep persevering, and you can make it. So, Chief, Lovey, congratulations, well deserved. Thank you.
Yeah, finally. I want
want to thank you and all the commissioners for honoring me of this naming of the street. My life in Florida City started back in 1960. It's a long story, but I'm not gonna make a long story because we got some things to do. We got food out there we want to consume, and it's almost 9 o'clock. But I just want to thank everybody in the audience. One of my buddies, which is Michael Walsh back there, and was talking every morning somehow about something. But this has been a special occasion. I appreciate it. I love my city, and some of my kids, young men that I used to mentor over on First Avenue. I was a state, and I told you the story. I worked for Chevron, one of the first, for 40 years. And every evening that I used to come in, you got Ron Johnson, all the kids played football in front of my house. And the deal was that this is where my daughter talked about the cleanness of the city. I wanted my street, and I call it my street because everybody in Corbett Manor, matter of fact, I was maybe the second or the first to buy some houses over there. Because I had that tenacity, because I watched you, when you was growing up there, we had meetings down at FICO House, and they wanted to run. I said, no, y'all come on back. I made them police from Lucy Street all the way down there and turn on this birdhouse, because I didn't play that. I just wanted our city to be, in my area, I wanted to be the best. That's what a lot of people over in Corbett Manor come to me for advice, and especially the garbage. That's one of my pet peeves, but we got to take care. But this has been a great moment to serve and be on the same agenda with my chief, Pete Taylor, my fraternity brothers. And I want to thank all my fraternity brothers for coming out tonight and giving me that support. And I will, from this day on, I will continue the work that I have done. Maybe some of the citizens say I haven't done enough, but if I stood up here for at least an hour, you would realize what the city did with us, because after Hurricane Andrews, we built a lot of affordable housing, and the city participated with us. We built some signature buildings that there had another municipality in Melbourne or Tatsonville, that the mayor and the administration came and looked at our buildings over on 14th Street and other areas throughout the city. My motto, along with my brother David, we just wanted to make things better. We wanted to build something that we would want to stay in. And the mayor always say, it's got to be a little bit bigger. It's got to be a little bit better. Because you see some of the work that my brother did. So here are tonight. We really appreciate everybody. And if you want to hear the rest of the story, give me a call. It takes about a minute. And I enjoy telling the rest of the story, because somehow I just want to keep passing it on. Because, when you get young, old, that's when you don't have that much time left, supposedly. But I have enjoyed the journey of sitting there, of being a chairman of the zoning board. And the mayor knows I'm pretty tough on the zoning board. When my board results come to you all, it's almost done. I weed out all the problems. So here we are tonight. I just want to thank you, and God bless.
Please note that once the mayor does vote on Mr. Lovey, we'll reveal the streets, and there will be a water show in our fire department right outside the door. We'll salute us. Thank you so much. God bless you.